Hey guys, so I'm going to make a recipe tonight that I actually got off Instagram from one of my fellow YouTubers, Yummy, and it's a creamy chicken and wild rice soup, and it looks so good online, the picture she posted, so I decided to make it. It looks very simple, and I will definitely let you guys know how it turns out. I have some baby spinach, about 2 cups that I've just roughly chopped. About 1.5 cups of white meat chicken from a rotisserie chicken I bought earlier. We are going to use 1.5 cups of carrot chips. I have some fresh sage and fresh thyme, although I read the recipe wrong and it's actually supposed to be dried sage and dried thyme, which I have both at home, but again I read it wrong, so I bought these today and decided just to use them. It's a fresh version. Some half and half, 2 cans of cream of chicken soup, a standard size like soup can of chicken broth, and some long grain wild rice. I'm actually going to add a handful of peas. The recipe doesn't call for that, but I just like peas in cream soup. So I'm just going to throw those in, just maybe 1 cup towards the end, and I will show you guys the process how to make it. It looks super easy. Okay guys, so I have the first step going. I just added 1 soup-sized can of chicken broth. Brought it to a boil, and I just dropped my carrots. It is 1.25 cups. And right next door I have my long grain wild rice, which is just finishing pretty much all the water evaporating out. So that is cooked and ready to go. So I'm just going to let these carrots boil for 10 minutes, and I'll be back with you shortly. Okay, so I let the carrots boil for 10 minutes, and as directed in the recipe, I just added both cans of cream of chicken soup along with the herbs, which are thyme and sage. I'm also going to sprinkle in some black pepper, and I'm supposed to just let this kind of simmer away for about 10 more minutes. Okay guys, so I just added 2 cups of the cooked rice, and I'm just going to let this kind of simmer away for about 5 to 10 more minutes. And I don't want it boiling, I just want it simmering. And then the final step is to add some half and half, the chicken, the spinach, and I'm going to throw in my frozen peas in just a little while just because they're still frozen. So it's looking really good and smelling amazing. Okay guys, so I threw my peas in there, and I know it's hard to tell since it's simmering, but it just added a really nice pop of color. So next up is my chicken. So I am putting, the recipe calls for 1.5 cups, that's probably about 1.75 cups. So I put the chicken in, and now I'm just going to stir this all in so it gets all coated with the soup. It smells so good. It's really thickening up a lot, and when I throw the spinach in, it's going to be almost like a stew, I think. So yeah, I'm just getting the chicken all in, and next up is my baby spinach, which I know this looks like a lot, but it will wilt down to nothing, trust me. Spinach is so magical like that. It looks like enough to feed an army, and it's really, when it wilts down, it's like nothing. So I'm just going to continue getting my spinach all worked in, and I'll be back when I add the cream. Oh my god, you guys, this has to be already, before I've even tasted it, one of the best looking soups I've made. It smells and looks so good. So I added the baby spinach, which as you can see, like wilted all down really small. And the soup was starting to get a bit thick, so it was time to add the half and half. Now the recipe called for 1/2 cup, but I actually added about 3/4 cup. But it's all to your personal preference. If you want it thick, stick with 1/2 cup. If you want it a little bit thinner, you could go, I think, as much as 1 cup. So yeah, it looks and smells amazing. I'm just going to let it kind of all come up to a boil so everything's incorporated, and then I'm going to dig in, so I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Oh my god, you guys, look how amazing that is with the big chunks of chicken, and I love baby spinach. Oh, it smells so good. I actually took a few bites, and it is amazing. I'm so going to make this again, but I hope you guys enjoyed, and definitely make it and comment down below and let me know if you liked it.